kids! Welcome to Teacher Beth's Class TV. Today, we're going to discuss about the skeletal system. In this lesson, you will learn and understand the role of the skeletal system in the human body. Are you ready? What do you see in the picture? That is correct. This is a human skeleton. Every person has a skeleton built up of so many bones. These are your bones that form the framework of your body. The skeletal system gives the body structural support and shape. It holds the body as one and allows it to move. What parts compose the skeletal system? How does each part help the body in terms of form and movement? The skeletal system is comprised mainly of bones, around 206 of them in an adult to be specific, but there is also a good amount of cartilage, joints, and ligaments, which altogether make up around 20% of a person's body mass. Let's talk about bones, the primary components of the skeletal system. Do you know that there are around 206 bones in your body? Each bone has a specific size and shape that matches its function. There are long and short bones. There are also flat and irregular shaped bones. Once again, these are the classification of bones. Long bone, example of this is the humerus bone. Short bone, example is the carpal bone. Flat bone, example of this is the sternum. And the irregular bone, example of this is the vertebra. The bones in your body can be divided into two categories: the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. Those that are part of the axial skeleton, those in colored yellow, composed of 80 bones that protect the delicate organs in the body. And those composing the appendicular skeleton, the color green, composed of 126 bones that provide support and aid in movement. Axial skeleton found in the head and torso, made up of skull, vertebral column, and thoracic cage. While the appendicular skeleton found in the appendages or limbs, made up of arms and legs, pelvis, and shoulders. Let's talk about first the axial skeleton, comprised of the skull, vertebral column, and thoracic cage. Let's discuss about skull. The skull protects the brain. It is made up of many bones fused to form a helmet-like structure called cranium. Aside from the cranium, the skull also has many facial bones and ear bones. The skull is made up of 22 bones. The cranial bones are the ones that protect the brain, and facial bones are the ones that give structure to the face. Most bones in the skull are flat bones, and in the cranium, these are connected at serrated lines called sutures. The cranium is made of a vault or calvaria and a base or the top-down view of the cranium. It is also comprised of the ear cavity, nasal cavity, and orbit, which house the eye. Let's now proceed to the vertebral column. Attached to the skull is the vertebral column or spinal column, or simply spine, or the backbone. It is made up of 26 irregular shaped hollow bones called vertebra. They are stacked on top of each other and encloses the spinal cord. This is the structure of the spinal column or spine. This is the front view, and this is the side view. This is comprised of 26 irregular bones that come together to form a flexible structure in a curvy S shape, and this supports everything from the skull to the pelvis. Let's now discuss the thoracic cage. This comprises of the sternum and the ribs, as well as a lot of costal cartilage. This is the sternum or breastbone. The breastbone or sternum is a long flat bone at the middle of the chest. The breastbone or sternum is attached to cage-like curved bones called ribs. There are 12 pairs of ribs, 10 of which are attached to the sternum via costal cartilage. The two unattached pairs are called floating ribs. They don't attach to the sternum. The sternum and ribs enclose the heart and lungs. These are the 12 pairs of ribs. True ribs from ribs 1 to 7 attach directly to the sternum via costal cartilage. False ribs from ribs 8 to 10 attach indirectly to the sternum via costal cartilage to cartilage from ribs above. The two unattached pairs are called floating ribs. They don't attach to the sternum. We're done to the axial skeleton. Let's now proceed to the appendicular skeleton. This comprises of the upper limb and lower limb, as well as the pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. This is the pectoral girdle, comprised of the clavicle or collarbone and the scapula or shoulder blade. The bones that protrude at the base of your neck are the collarbones or clavicles. The collarbones or clavicles are attached to flat and triangular bones called the shoulder blades or scapula. The clavicle and scapula bones stabilize the rib cage and connect the shoulder to the arms. Let's now proceed to the upper limb. It comprises of the arm, forearm, and hand. The arm has 3 bones. One in the upper arm called humerus, and 2 in the lower arm or forearm called radius and ulna. Each hand also has several bones for the fingers and palm. In total, one arm has 30 bones. And this is the pelvic girdle. Just below your waist, you can feel your hip bone that connects the backbone and the legs. In the middle of the hip bones is a ring called the pelvis. And lastly, the lower limb contains very thick bones, allowing us to run and jump effectively. These comprise of the thigh, leg, and foot. The upper leg or thigh has one bone called femur. This is the largest bone of the body. Two bones called tibia and fibula in the lower leg. Between the upper and lower leg is the patella or kneecap. The foot also has several bones. In total, one leg and foot have 30 bones. Let's take a look at again to the structure of the skeletal system. Don't forget, the skeletal system is divided into two classifications: the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. Remember, the axial skeleton is comprised of the skull, vertebral column, and thoracic cage, comprised of the sternum, ribs, and costal cartilage. And also the appendicular skeleton that comprise of the upper limb with the arm, forearm, and the hand, the lower limb with the thigh or the upper leg, the lower leg, and also the foot, the pectoral girdle with the clavicle or collarbone and scapula or shoulder blade. And lastly, the pelvic girdle consists of the pelvis. So that wraps up our basic tour of the skeletal system, at least from the standpoint of the bones, which are the primary component. But there are other structures that are critical to the function mobility of the skeleton, and these are called joints and ligaments. So see you on our next video and learn about this. Box the correct bones that will answer to each question. Write its name afterward. To actively participate in this activity, you may write your answer in the comment section. These bones protect the brain. The correct answer is skull. These bones protect the heart and the lungs. And the correct answer is rib cage. This is the largest bone of the body. And the correct answer is femur. These bones are found in the head and torso. And the answer is axial skeleton. This is the flat bone at the middle of the chest. The correct answer is sternum. This bone supports everything from the skull to the pelvis. And the correct answer is vertebral column or the spinal column. This is also called as the shoulder blade. And the answer is scapula. These bones are found in the limbs. And the correct answer is appendicular skeleton. Identify the parts of the skeletal system. Is this part a rib cage, sternum, or costal cartilage? And the correct answer is sternum. Is this the skull, sternum, or vertebral column? And this part is skull. Is this a rib cage, sternum, or costal cartilage? And the correct answer is costal cartilage. Is this a rib cage, sternum, or costal cartilage? And the correct answer is rib cage. Ribs, sternum, or vertebral column? And the correct answer is ribs. Is this clavicle, scapula, or vertebral column? And the correct answer is vertebral column. Is this clavicle, scapula, or sternum? And the correct answer is scapula. Is this clavicle, scapula, or sternum? And the answer is clavicle. Is this ribs, spine, or pelvis? And the correct answer is pelvis. Is this femur, fibula, or tibia? And the correct answer is femur. Is this humerus, ulna, or radius? And this bone is humerus. Label the axial skeleton. Let's check your answers. These are the parts of the axial skeleton. Skull, sternum, rib cage, ribs, costal cartilage, vertebral column. Label the appendicular skeleton. Let's check your answers. These are the parts of the appendicular skeleton. Clavicle, scapula, humerus, pelvis, ulna, radius, femur, tibia, fibula, phalanges.
Thank you for joining me. Let's learn, play, and grow together. Teacher Beth Class TV. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.